In an overnight bombshell, the Economic Times has claimed and say they have proof that Kamala Harris won the 2024 elections. This is coming from the Economic Times. I have some of the parts of the story I want to read to y'all. A report has confirmed that the voting machines was altered or tampered with before the election. They have proof that the voting machines was tampered or altered before the election. So, according to the investigative piece from the Daily Boulder, a private lab quietly implemented sweeping changes to voting machines in over 40% of U.S. counties ahead of the 2024 elections. So this private lab went in over 40% of U.S. counties and quietly, y'all, made changes to these voting machines. There's more. Those claims report were made with no public knowledge, no formal testing, and no third-party oversight. So the public didn't know us. We didn't know about this. It wasn't no testing after they made these changes, and no third party was there to watch them make these changes. So they secretly made these changes without nobody knowing. The article also states that Pro V&V, a federally credited lab responsible for certifying voting machines, gave the okay to this lab to do these changes. The article also states that Pro V&V, a federally credited lab responsible for certifying vote machines in the United States, proved the okay for this lab to make these changes. So the Pro V&V classified these as minor changes instead of classifying them as major changes. This classification allowed them to bypass public scrutiny and avoid triggering a full-scale testing and confirm process. I'm going to say that again. By them classifying this as minor changes, this allowed them to bypass public scrutiny and avoid full triggering testing certification process. So by them saying, oh, these were just small changes, they don't have to report to nobody or what the changes was. But what they did was they changed how the ballots went in. They changed how the printing went in. They made major changes that when you make changes like this, that you will have to let the public know that these changes were made. So boy, we got an issue here. We got a real issue here. So go read the full article in Economic Times, and it's right here. It is right here.